Cheers everyone, thanks for joining us for another beer review. Now, popped out today to look for some beers to pick up and review because the older stock is running low to say the least. And I ended up only picked up 3 beers, picked them up from St Martin's service station. Not sure how much they were individually, but they come to about £13.70 something, I think it was, for these 3 beers. There's beers from Verdant, Cloudwater, and a new brewery to me. Now, I've not had much really from Verdant. I've not had an awful lot from Cloudwater, and I've had nothing from Twisted Barrel. So, just quickly before we start, this is going to be the one that I'm going to review now, which is the Verdant one. So we'll come to that afterwards. The Cloudwater one that I picked up is a can of their Super Happy Juicy Pale, coming in at 5.3% in a 440ml can, if I am correct, yeah. And the other one is, like I say, from Twisted Barrel, and they're out of Coventry, and this is a can of their Ghost Town, and it's a triple berry ghost, coming in at 4.5%, also in a 440ml can. So I'm looking forward to these. We'll leave them for now, because what I'm here to review is this one from Verdant. Now, like I say, not had much from them, and this is a can of their bleaker, and it is an India Pale Ale coming in at 6.5%. It says, wiping away the bleakness from the modern world. 440ml can, like I said, 13.70 odd, something like that, for these 3 beers. I'm going to guess the Verdant Cloudwater one's probably coming in £4.50 to £5, something like that. So if I tell you £4.50 to £5, that's roughly probably what it was. The hops in this are Mosaic and Nelson Sauvin. Contains water, barley, oats, hop, yeast. So yeah, nice artwork there. I do like that. Been in the fridge. It's really cold, probably too cold. I think my fridge is set at 3 degrees at the moment because I'm conditioning the pint of beer that I've got in there, which is a New England IPA as it happens. So yeah, let's get it cracked open and see what we get. Going in my favourite sort of IPA glass, the White Hag one, for beers that I don't have a glass for. If you're like anyone else, I'd use the branded glass, but this is my kind of IPA go-to glass for beers that I don't have a glass for that brewery, if that makes sense. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Let's pour it in, waffling on. So yeah, I've not had an awful lot from Verdant. I've had a couple of decent ones, but there's been some that I've not really, considering they come with such a big reputation. I've had a few that haven't really blown me away, a little bit like Daya as well, if I'm honest. Now there's a little bit left in there, massive juiciness straight away on the nose. I'm getting that. It's really cold, this is, look at that. Chicken stock look about it. It's probably looking exactly as I'm seeing it on camera. It's sort of a little bit of orange in there, bright, bold sort of yellow, I'm going to say. We got about 2 finger of head there, white head. It's kind of spacious on top, tight on the bottom. I'm not seeing any carbonation going up, not that I can see. There is a little bit of chill haze on the glass, but I don't think that's affecting the look of the beer. That is exactly how it is. So I'm going to give her a swirly, get the nose in and see what we get on the aroma. Pineapple, passion fruit, real juicy. A little inkling of grapefruit in the background. I mean, a lot of these IPAs are very sort of similar. It's got a lovely aroma to it though. A lovely bit of hop in there. Mango. Something I can't quite... Pine. There was something going on in there that I couldn't quite put my finger on. It's a piney aroma. Not quite resinous, I would say, but definitely pine on the nose. So let's get the rest out of this. And now we shall dive in on Verdant Brewing Co.'s The Bleaker India Pale Ale, 6.5%. Cheers, everyone. Oh. That is good. That is good. That is really nice and creamy. A decent body on it. Chewy like, or smoothie like, I would say. Smoothie like in body. Nice and dense. Super smooth when it goes down. Nice and soft in the mouth. Carbonation is there, but minimal, but just bang on. Really does suit the drink. In fact, the body of this beer probably nullifies some of that carbonation. If it was a thinner body, you'd probably notice it a lot more, but because it's such a creamy sort of body and quite weighty, it does hold it back a little bit. But like I say, it does give it a nice mouthfeel. Beautiful, that is. Really soft, really nice to drink. On the taste, well, what I will say is the back end of this beer, it starts off a fruity, juicy sweet, but not sugary sweet. A proper, real nice sort of juicy sweetness to it. But on the back end, you do get a dank bitterness that starts kicking in, and that's still lingering now. Juicy pineapple, passion fruit sort of thing. There is sort of like a mango thing going on as well at the front. Now that's where the dank sort of bitterness kicks in. It's got a little bit of a grapefruit feel to it. Pardon me. When you burp, when it comes back up, you really get the hop sort of taste in there. I wouldn't say you do get the hops in the taste, but it feels different, a different sort of hop taste to whereas, and actually I think some of the dank bitterness is hop bitterness. I'm not sure what date this has got on the can, but I'm going to say it's a fresh one because that back end, 26th of the 10th, 23. So, you know, that's the best before date. So it's not super fresh, but it still has a fresh hop feel about it on the back end with that sort of dank bitterness, and you certainly get that sort of fresh hop twang, shall we say. Certainly when you burp, that sort of comes up and it leaves a bit of a lingering sort of taste. Like I said, there's maybe a bit of a pine thing on the nose. Yeah, there's a little bit of that behind the sort of pineapple, passion fruit, mango thing going on at the start. That lovely juicy sort of sweetness. The pine comes in just behind that, and I'd say sort of like going on the back end when that sort of the bitterness kind of starts kicking in with the pine, so you almost get a piney bitterness, and then behind that it's almost like a real sort of fresh hop bitterness. But like I say, this is only a few months away from its best before date, so you wouldn't expect it to have that sort of freshness about it at this sort of age of the beer, if you like. Not as fresh anyway, not like a new brewed beer that sometimes the hops are really fresh, but I'm waffling on here. 6.5%. Not for me. You sort of get it with a hoppy sort of bitterness, which is becoming more it's starting to come in quicker and quicker, if you like. But for me, yeah, Verdant Brewing Co.'s the Bleaker India Pale Ale is a banger. That's a really, really nice drop. And that's nice to have it because, like I say, I've only done a couple have been okay, and a couple, you know, I wouldn't say I've been blown away by them, but that's a really decent drop. So yeah, Verdant's Brewing Co.'s the Bleaker IPA gets a big thumbs up from me. Would I recommend giving it a go? Absolutely. If you're into this sort of stuff, yes. Granted, not exactly sure how much a beer was. You've got to be paying £4.50 to £5 for that. Got to be, I would say. Is it worth it? You can always have that on prices of beers, can't you? But it's a bloody good beer. So if you get a chance of getting it, give it a go. Like I say, if you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, look out for these other two. One from Cloudwater and a first from me from Twisted Barrel. Look after yourself. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.